Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening, good afternoon, and warm welcome to CVFM Live here. We've got a very special broadcast today. It's a PTI intra-party election for the Northeast, and it's my honor to have one of the panel members in the studio this afternoon. The other panel members, the Nazariati party were also invited. Unfortunately, they weren't able to send a representative today, but that doesn't stop us continuing with the program. So the panel members that we have in the studio is no other than Mr. Mobeen Mehdi, who is with us. He is the president of the Pak Watan panel. And Assalamu alaikum, Mobeen Saab. Welcome to you and a warm welcome to CVFM Studios.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you for having me, and I welcome and give my salams to all the listeners, Pak Watan and PTI supporters.
So firstly, just tell us a little bit about the inter-party elections. I believe we've already had a discussion on them and why they're happening, but I believe the voting takes place from midnight this evening.
Yes, voting starts at midnight tomorrow night, which is the morning, which starts at just after 12 tomorrow night on the 2nd of March. And the voting will take place for 24 hours. And I urge everybody to please cast your votes. I have circulated a poster. You will either be receiving a text message from the number that is on my poster, and you will reply with, if you're voting for Pak Watan, with a message 42. Our voting cast reference number is 42. And then if you don't within the 24 hours receive any message, then please dial that number and send a message with the code 42, which will obviously cast vote for the Pak Watan PTI Northeast Party.
So you have two options for the Northeast. The Nazariati party is 39. Is that correct? Our assistant producer, Sarah Ali Saab, is not in there. So you have two options. But Mobeen Saab, how is the campaign has gone for you so far? You know, I've noticed that there's been a lot more members in the Northeast as a result of this particular campaign.
Well, since last year, total number of votes for the entire Northeast was below 300. And this year, mashallah, with all the hard work and effort, I must say, from both parties, we have achieved an astonishing 1431 number, which is unheard of and almost incomprehensible. And I've had lots and lots of phone calls from outside our area congratulating us. In fact, our 1431 is ranked the third highest in the northeast of England. And I think if you look at our population, which between Newcastle and Middlesbrough, the entire northeast is around 30,000 people. And when you look at, 1431 as compared to areas like the Yorkshire and Humberside, Manchester, London, where there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Pakistanis living, and we to rank very close to them, I think it's amazing. And I congratulate all those who have become members and are participating in this election. You have made the Northeast proud and me proud too. And from my party's point of view, I again congratulate all my panel members and our followers who have really gone out of the way and become members. And we have achieved over 900 from the total 1,400 members that have been cast in the area.
And just tell us a little about the makeup of your team as well. Obviously, you are standing as the president, but would you like to mention some of the other key personnel that will be helping you as part of your team over the next 12 months, if you are elected in this particular campaign?
Well, we have 6 panel members. Myself, I'm the president, and then vice president of our Pak Watan is Abdul Asib, who everybody knows in the area. And
accountant Saab.
He's an accountant, yes.
And, so I notice you have a very professional team.
Thank you. I think this is no longer, like old-fashioned village-type politics. The reason for me getting involved is because I want to run this very professionally, and I want to be able to achieve things for overseas Pakistanis. And you can't do that with people with no ability and no education and with no professionalism. And for that reason, I've been very mindful of who I select as my party members and my panel members. So, like I was saying, the vice president is Abdul Asif Khan. My general secretary is none other than Shafiq Shabir, Raja Shafiq Shabir from Stockton, who's a mashallah young guy, but I was very impressed with him. He looks very professional, he's well educated, and like I've said in my past interviews, I need to groom a young team of professionals to take over in 2 or 3 years when I take a back seat. And he fills this particular bill very well. And I think he's done me very well, very proud. He's worked very hard and brought a lot of members on board.
MashaAllah, that's great. And
the next, shall I go through the
yes, if you would please, for the benefit of our viewers today. And can I also ask our viewers, if you are watching, please kindly share this particular live, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And if you have any comments as well, we would like to feature your comments. And Usman Amano, she is Usman Amano, excuse me, and she's saying Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Well, welcome to you, and thank you for joining us on this particular broadcast. And we will also have some other panel members as well, which are waiting in the green room, and we'll be inviting them to join the conversation in a moment as well. So, Mubin Sab, sorry I interrupted. Just introduce the rest of your team as well.
Yes, my teams, my panel's additional secretary is a boy from, is actually my cousin, but very nice, well-respected member of the community in Newcastle. His name is Abdul Sattar, and he's also known as Iftikhar Raj. He's been a big support in Newcastle and tried to put our message across and gain quite a few members. Then our information secretary is Sadullah Khan. He's again very well respected boy in Middlesbrough, and he's been actually very instrumental in doing all the administrative work, taking records of the members, helping them, sorting their queries out, assisting them with memberships where they were unsure of how to become members. So he's done a lot of work. Unfortunately, he's had a bereavement. His older brother passed away in Saudi Arabia 2 weeks ago. And in Saudi Arabia, and his body had to be flown back to Pakistan, and he's had to leave. And we all pray for him and his family, and may God give his brother highest rank in Jannat. Again, I think then with the ladies' wing, we've selected none other than Shabana Kareem.
Shabana is actually on the line with us as well. We would like to offer a warm welcome and assalamu alaikum. And she is, besides another of our supporters, Sufi Abdul Kareem Ali Sab. तो हम दोनों को सलाम पेश करते हैं और वेलकम करते हैं. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सिस्टर, कैसी हैं आप?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, आप कैसे हैं? ठीक हैं
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. अली भाई, आपको भी मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत सलाम और वेलकम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम. और सबसे पहले तो मैं CVFM का बहुत ही थैंक्सफुल हूँ कि जो बहुत एक अरसा दराज से कम्युनिटी की खिदमात सर अंजाम दे रहे हैं और यहाँ की लोकल कम्युनिटी के अंदर शौर आगाही की शम्मा को रोशन किए हुए हैं, चाहे वो रमज़ान के प्रोग्राम हो, चाहे उनके अलावा चाहे सियासी अमूर के प्रोग्राम हो, डिस्कशन प्रोग्राम हो, तो आपकी काविशें अदरीस भाई की बहुत ज़्यादा है कम्युनिटी के अंदर. अल्लाह ताला आपको खुश रखे और आप इसी जज्बे के साथ अपनी कम्युनिटी के अंदर ऐसे कारनामे सर अंजाम देते रहें ताकि हमारी कम्युनिटी के अंदर शऊर और आगाही को उजागर हो और वो दुनिया के हालात को भी समझे और बहसीत एक पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी हमें आगे बढ़ने का भी मौका मिले.
जज़ाकल्लाह. तो सिस्टर शबाना, आप बताएं जो आपका रोल इस पैनल में है उसके बारे में बताएं और आपके क्या मिशन है और लेडीज को कैसे इस पार्टी और जो आप इंशाल्लाह काम करेंगी उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं.
पहले तो मैं आपका शुक्रिया अदा करूंगी कि आपने हमें इनवाइट किया और हमारी आवाज़ जो है वो अब सुनने के लिए या हमारी आवाज़ सुनाने के लिए आपने जो ये प्रोग्राम किया, मैं आपकी शुक्रगुज़ार हूँ। जहाँ तक मेरा रोल है तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अब सारी कम्युनिटी जानती है कि मैं ऑलरेडी जो है अपना रोल भी प्ले कर रही हूँ और नॉर्थ ईस्ट में अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इस टाइम जो लोग कहते हैं कि जी हम करेंगे, बल्कि मैं कर रही हूँ। आप देख लीजिए ओवरसीज़ के मसाइल आ गए या कोई और भी हमारा जितने भी कम्युनिटी वर्क है वो मैं कर रही हूँ इस टाइम। तो मैं यही चाहूँगी कि जितना हो सकता है हमसे जितना मुमकिन है हम अपनी जो लेडीज़ हैं जो उनको एम्पावरमेंट करें, उनको आगे लेकर आएँ और इंशाअल्लाह ताला इसमें मुझे यकीन है कि हम कामयाब होंगे।
नहीं, मेरा मकसद कहने का था कि आप वो तो पाकिस्तानी वुमेन्स सोसाइटी के प्लेटफॉर्म से कर रही हैं, अब तो पीटीआई नॉर्थ ईस्ट जो पैनल आपने ज्वाइन किया मुबीन साहब के साथ, उस प्लेटफॉर्म में आपका क्या मिशन है और स्पेशली वुमेन्स के लिए?
डेफ़िनेटली देखिए, प्लेटफ़ॉर्म वो हो या ये हो, दोनों कम्युनिटी के लिए हैं। तो जो मैं उसमें कर रही हूँ, वो उससे ज़्यादा जो है वो मैं पीटीआई में ऑलरेडी मैं तो पीटीआई में पहले भी हूँ। तो मैं पीटीआई को भी जो है वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रमोट करेंगे और यहाँ पे जिस हिसाब से हमने मेंबरशिप किया अ, इससे डबल हम इंशाल्लाह करेंगे और जितनी हमारी लेडीज़ हैं, हम उनको आगे लेकर आएँगे कि उनकी हमें ज़रूरत है।
Jazakallah. So, Mabeen Saab, who is the team leader? Because I think we mentioned lots of names, and I'm conscious of the fact that I didn't let you complete your full lineup, and I think we'll do injustice if we leave any particular candidate out at this moment. So, who is the team leader for your panel?
Well, Saabzada Khan, who everybody knows in Millsboro, and he's a very prominent and leader of the Khan Pathan community living in Cleveland. His name is Saabzada Khan, and I worked very closely with him, and we both worked tirelessly to try and make as many members to support us for this campaign as possible. And I'm very proud of him. He's done a really good job.
So, Mabeen Saab, why do you think the party didn't expand as much under the previous I was going to say regime, but I think the same personnel were involved for quite a few years, and the most members that were achieved were maybe a few hundred. So what's the reasoning behind that, and what was different this particular campaign or this particular year?
Well, I didn't really want to dwell on the past, look forward to going, what we are going to achieve once elected, if elected. But I think history and record show that the maximum number they've ever achieved, that is the Nazariati party, because Chain party lost last year, not by many votes, but they did. And they only managed to achieve votes of 167. And I think that too because of my input, because at last minute last year, I decided to support them and I helped them to get over the line, and 167. And this year, as you can see, people were fed up with the same old party, in my opinion, who achieved, in my opinion, the last 3-4 years at least, absolutely nothing. They can talk forever. All they ever say is that we are the founders, But I think the founder is Imran Khan. All the other people.
No, but I think you got to give them some credit. These guys have done. There was no representations at all in the Northeast for PTI. So these guys did some good work initially. Yes. But so you have to give them some credit. Unfortunately, the current panel. Nazariati panel members were invited. Unfortunately, they weren't able to attend or send a representative today, but they were given the opportunity to field a candidate on this particular program.
All I can say is that based on the turnout, the numbers we made, the interest that has been created, so certainly something was wrong previously. And I'm only speaking from the facts and figures. I'm not making my own statements. Look at the numbers in the past, right? The total number was less than 300. This year, we've surpassed that manifold, and the figure is 1431. So something must have been wrong. People wanted a change. people probably didn't see any progress.
Well,
with the
someone that
party.
wants to change is Lena Idris, and no relation. And she said, I want to vote for Park Watan team. So you got at least one vote there. I'm not sure where Lena is from. Usma Mano, and the message is, you are doing a good job for the Muslim community. I'm not sure if he's referring to me or you. Regardless, I'll take the credit for that. Who else? We've got another Facebook user from a group. I'm not sure which group it is. Probably the T-side Asian community. And they are saying good luck to Park Watan team. So you got some support there. And another one of your supporters, Masoud Bashir. Okay. So he's saying salam as well.
Thank you, but thank you for not becoming a member this year.
So exactly. So we're going to go back to brother A.K. Ali Saab, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions as well. So Ali Saab, आपकी जो सोच है इस PTI और North East के बारे में, how do you think we can progress the party and the work that is doing over the next 12 months?
बिल्कुल, मेरा तो हमेशा ही CVFM के साथ काफ़ी पुराना एक रबत है और हम मिलजुल कर ही कमेटी के अंदर काम करना चाहते हैं। और इकबाल कहते हैं कि तेरे सीने में दम है, दिल नहीं है, तेरा दम गर्मी महफिल नहीं है, गुजर जा अक्ल से आगे के ये नूर, चिरागे राह है, मंजिल नहीं है। तो हमें आगे बढ़ना है। दुनिया की कौमें देखे कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच गई, लेकिन हम वही उसी रस्साकशी के अंदर हम मुब्तला हैं। एक दूसरे की टांग खींचने के हम अपना सारा वक्त ज़ाया कर देते हैं। जब तक हम एक कमेटी वो जैसे कि पाकिस्तान के पहले प्राइम मिनिस्टर लियाकत अली खान ने वो एक मुक्का दिखाया था ना कि उस तरह से हमारे अंदर इत्तेहाद पैदा नहीं हो सकेगा तो हम दुनिया के मसाइल का जो है ना वो हल तलाश नहीं कर सकेंगे। जब हम अपना सारी एनर्जी ही लोगों के किरदार कशी के ऊपर लगा देते हैं और लोगों की और लोग कम्युनिटी को डिवाइड करने के ऊपर लगा देते हैं कि और जब हम पीटीआई को एक अपनी खानदानी विरासत समझ बैठते हैं कि हम हैं तो पीटीआई है, हम नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं है, उस वक्त तक कुछ नहीं होता। जैसा कि हमारे मुल्क के भी हालात हमारे सामने हैं कि किस तरह से पार्टियों ने पाकिस्तान की पूरी सियासत को हाईजैक कर रखा था और वो अपनी अपनी बारी, कभी इसकी बारी कभी उसकी बारी, मुल्क को कौम को लूट रहे थे। और हमें माजी करीब में हमें यहाँ पे पीटीआई की सिचुएशन को भी उसी तरह से हमें नजर आने लगी कि हम अपनी अनापरस्ती में मुब्तला हो गए और हम हैं तो ये पार्टी है, हम नहीं है तो ये काम नहीं चलेगा। कौमें इस तरह से आगे नहीं बढ़ती, कौमें उन लोगों को आगे लाती है जिनके अंदर कोई जज्बा होता है, कोई काम करने का जज्बा होता है, कम्युनिटी के अंदर इत्तेहाद पैदा करने का जज्बा होता है, कम्युनिटी के मसाइल को हल करने का मसला होता है। हमारे मसाइल दिन ब दिन बढ़ते जा रहे हैं और जैसा कि मुबीन साहब ने मेंशन किया कि ये तो 200 से भी लेस वोटिंग बना के बैठ चुके थे और काफी अरसे तक ये राज करते रहे क्योंकि इनके सामने कोई अपोजिशन नहीं थी। और जब अपोजिशन आई पिछले से पिछले साल शाहीन पैनल बना तो लोगों के अंदर एक जज्बा पैदा हुआ, कम्युनिटी जो थी हमारी लोकल और नॉर्थ ईस्ट की पूरी कम्युनिटी के अंदर एक हलचल पैदा होगी कि ये क्या हुआ कि एकदम इनके सामने कोई आकर खड़े हो गए। तो वहां से कौम के अंदर जो वो जज्बा पैदा हुआ ना उसकी आज आप मिसाल दे सकते हैं कि शाहीन पैनल के साथ जब मुकाबला हुआ बहुत ही थोड़े से नंबरों से नजरियाती पैनल जीत गया, लेकिन आज देखें कि कितनी मेंबरशिप बनी है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में कि पूरे यूके में तीसरा नंबर आ गया है। और इंशाल्लाह अगले साल तो आपको पता ही है कि किस तरह से ये पैनल जीतेगा और हमें मौका मिला है इंशाल्लाह पीटीआई नॉर्थ ईस्ट में हम बिग चेंज लेकर हम ज़बानी चेंज नहीं करेंगे, ज़बानी जमा खर्च नहीं करेंगे, हम कम्युनिटी के अंदर करके दिखाएंगे कि किस तरह से कम्युनिटी के अंदर इत्तेहाद, अच्छे लोगों को आगे लाया जाता है और उनसे फायदे हासिल किए जाते हैं। हमारी कम्युनिटी के अंदर पढ़े लिखे लोगों की और अच्छे लोगों की जिनका एक ब्राइट विजन होगा वो उनकी कमी नहीं है। हमें सिर्फ उन लोगों को भी हम आगे लेकर आएंगे और मिलजुल कर ये काफिला आगे बढ़ेगा। जैसे मुबीन मैदी साहब का है कि अकेला ही चला था मैं जानबे मंजर, लोग आते गए और कारवां बन गया। और इंशाल्लाह आप एक जम्मे गफीर देखेंगे कि किस तरह से पाक वतन पैनल इस कमेटी के लिए काम करता है।
یہ بات میں تھوڑی سی آگے لے کے جاؤں گی کہ
جی جی
دیکھیں ہمیں سب سے پہلے جو کرنا ہوگا یہ ہوگا کہ جو ہم نے گروپ بندیز کی ہیں ان کو ختم کرنا ہوگا. پی ٹی آئی صرف ایک جماعت ہے, اس کو ایک جماعت رہنے دیں گے. جو یہ اپنے گروپ بندیز کی ہوئی ہیں جی یہ الگ ہے یہ نظریاتی ہے, پہلے تو میں آپ سے یہ پوچھتی ہوں آپ نے کس بنیاد پر یہ فرقہ بندی کی طرح رکھ دیا, ان کو بھی ایک گروپس بنا دیے کہ جی آپ نے کیا کس بات کو تعین کر لیا کہ یہ بندہ جو ہے نظریاتی نہیں ہے اور یہ بندہ نظریاتی ہے؟ نظریات کا مطلب کیا ہے؟ میں تو آپ سے یہ پوچھنا چاہتی ہوں, نظریات وہ ہیں جو ہم فالو کر رہے ہیں اپنے اس قائد کو, ہم فالو کر رہے ہیں اس کے اصولوں کو, تو ہم سب نظریاتی ہیں. پھر آپ نے ہمیں اس دائرہ سے کیوں نکال دیا؟ آپ نے ایک گروپ بنا لیا جی یہ نظریاتی ہے دوسرا نظریاتی نہیں ہے. ہم نے یہ جو فرق ہے اسے ختم کرنا ہے. ہمارے اندر جو ٹیلنٹڈ ہے, ہمارے اندر جو سکلز ہیں لوگوں کے, ان کو باہر لے کر آنا ہے. اگر آپ کی کمیونٹی میں کوئی کام کرنا چاہتا ہے, آگے بڑھنا چاہتا ہے, تو اس کے موقع فراہم کرنے چاہیے, اس کو آگے لانا چاہیے. اور ہمارا مشن بھی یہی ہے. اور یقین کیجئے کہ مجھے پورا یقین ہے کہ ہم ممین مہدی صاحب کی قیادت میں یہ کام سر انجام دیں گے. ہمارے جو لوگ ہیں ان کے اندر ماشاءاللہ اللہ تعالیٰ نے بہت ٹیلنٹ رکھا ہوا ہے, ان تمام ٹیلنٹ کو ہم لے کر آئیں گے اور نارتھ ایسٹ کا نام روشن کریں گے, ایک تاریخ رکھیں گے ہم اس کی.
نارتھ ایسٹ کا نام روشن کریں گے. مبین صاحب آپ کا جو مشن ہے تو کیسے نام روشن کریں گے اور کیا کریں گے اگلے جو 12 months a year جو آگے آ رہا ہے? If you win, that's a big if. You see, both of you seem very confident that you're going to be taking the majority of the votes. Why are you so confident about that?
پہلے can I just add to جو شبانہ باجی نے کہا ہے
جی جی
کہ آپ نے میری پہلے بھی اسٹیٹمنٹ دیکھی ہوگی فیس بک کا, my first mission is to bring everybody together, right? And میں نے اپنے میسج یہی دیا تھا کہ whichever party wins, I will be supporting them fully.
Okay.
اور آپ نے پڑھا بھی ہوگا which means that I want to unite. But that does not mean that I will work with people that are not like-minded, people who have not achieved anything. پر جو میرے ساتھ کام کرنا چاہتے ہیں, genuine people ہیں, passionate ہیں, میں ان کے ساتھ ہوں. اور آج کو میں آپ کو ایک اور بھی آج خبر دیتا ہوں کہ میری آج مسجد میں ناصر حیات جو کہ نظریاتی پینل کے پریزیڈنٹ ہیں, انہوں نے مجھے ایک سائڈ پر لے کے آج مجھے کنگریچولیٹ کیا. انہوں نے کہا کہ آپ جیتے ہوئے ہیں, we will not beat you, words to that effect. اور میں آپ کو کنگریچولیٹ کرتا ہوں اور میں انشاءاللہ آپ کے ساتھ تعاون کر کے
ابھی ووٹنگ شروع بھی نہیں ہوئی. مبین صاحب یہ کیا کہہ رہے ہیں؟
میں وہ کہہ رہا ہوں جو مسجد میں انہوں نے کہا.
نہیں ابھی
میں اپنی طرف سے نہیں کہہ رہا.
No, there hasn't been one vote cast. How can
He has already said it.
How can
I've even got a message from other people from the panel saying that. تو میں یہ کہہ رہا ہوں کہ irrespective of کوئی بھی جیتے, رائٹ, میں کہتا ہوں کہ ہم کو مل جل کے چلنا چاہیے. ناصر صاحب نے خود کہا کہ ہم نہیں جیتیں گے, آپ جیتیں گے. میری طرف سے آپ کو مبارکباد ہو اور انشاءاللہ ہم آپ کے ساتھ تعاون کر کے یونائٹڈ ہو کے چلیں گے. تو اس لیے I will request all the North East PTI members to please vote, so that vote for Pak Watan, as if the other party is already saying that I'm going to win, and they have almost, if it's coming from the president, then they are conceding the election. And please vote for Pak Watan so we can have unanimously maximum number of votes so that we can put Northeast on the map in the UK and are recognized a voice and a force.
Just to clarify, this particular vote is taken for PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf members. Membership has now stopped, and those members, there was 1,430 something in the Northeast.
Yes.
Those people are now eligible to vote via text. There are two panels or two teams in the Northeast that are vying for the positions to lead the party in this area. One is led by Mubin Saab with Sister Shabana, and the rest of the team, the other one is being led by Brother Nasser Hayat. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to join this program. They were offered the opportunity. And their number is number 39. Yours is 40?
42.
42.
Please,
and
don't mislead the people.
Yes.
It's 42.
So, Shabina, she said, I want to vote. How do you vote? And congratulations to Dri for all your hard work in Middlesbrough. And we all appreciate it. Thank you for your kind message. And that's how you vote if you're a party member. There's a text number. We'll put the details in the description of this particular video for both of the teams and the numbers as well, which enable you to vote and select the team that you want to take.
If you are a PTI member, up-to-date member, then you will either get a text message because you are registered on a particular mobile. Each person who is a member has already provided their mobile, and you will get a text message, and then you merely reply. And if you want to vote for Pak Watan, then you text the number 42. Now, in case you don't receive a text message, is either something wrong, or you please contact me. My mobile is already on my poster, but I will give it again. It's 07976 333 400. That's 07976 333 400. And I will be happy to guide you how to vote. You will, if not, you dial a number and send a text 42.
So inshallah, we'll put the details of both of the party, both of the teams. They want to know how they can see the winner. The winner will be announced on when are the results likely to be announced, Mobin Saab?
The voting will be live. You can check the progress throughout the day. I guess once you have exceeded the figure of 716, the party that has exceeded 716 will be the winner.
That's the magic number, 716.
Yeah, that's the magic number, because 1431, if you exceed more than 50%, you win. And the voting will be cast, and it will end only at midnight on Tuesday, 2nd of March. And don't forget, the number is 42 to text for Pak Watan.
So a few more messages coming in. They want to congratulate because no picture social media celebrating winning already. Thank you for your messages. A few more messages coming through, and we'll incorporate them. So this was just a little information bulletin. I want to go briefly back to our guests as well, who are on the other side of this studio, and give them a last 30 seconds to have their say. Sister, 30 seconds for you to have your say, and then we'll say goodbye to you.
मैं यही अपनी कमेटी, पाकिस्तानी कमेटी नॉर्थ ईस्ट, न्यूकासल से लेकर मिडलसब्रो, डार्लिंगटन तक जितनी में हमारी कमेटी है, मैं उनसे यही बात करूंगा कि वो पाक वतन को वोट डालें 2 मार्च को, और फिर उसके बाद हम क्विक मार्च का ऐलान करेंगे, और फिर ये काफिला आगे ही बढ़ता चला जाएगा.
Jazakallah. And Mobin Sab, if people haven't joined the party, and not because of this voting laws that they won't be able to take part, but people might be interested in joining the cause in terms of PTI in Pakistan and here, how do they go about doing that? And what is your thinking in terms of driving this membership campaign forward?
Well, look, membership interest is caused by progress and achievement. I think we did very well, considering that we are contesting elections and we are a brand new party. And to achieve the numbers is amazing, and I'm very proud. Hopefully we can multiply that next year. But for us to do that, we are under a microscope, and we have to achieve. We have to do something. And as you know, time after time in all my previous interviews with you and wherever I speak, I am representing and coming forward overseas Pakistanis in this country. We are not treated properly. We have a lot to offer to Pakistan. And Pakistan, no matter what you say, we love the country. Some of the people, or most of the people, may not be, may not have a good impression about them, but we all love Pakistan. And my passion and objective is to try and change that trend and that way of thinking. And we can do that by getting a voice of people within UK to have our say and what our demands are with the government of Pakistan.
Mobin Saab, inshallah, we'll wrap this up. Today was just to make you aware of the The voting is opening, and once the panel has been selected, whichever panel gets selected, we will invite them back. We will look at a program work, and we'll ask you what type of issues that they should be taken forward on your behalf, regardless of whether you're a member or not, because this is an issue of Pakistanis and Azad Kashmiris living in the UK, and we do have a census that's taking place as well. So we're going to discuss some issues around that as well. Why it's important to ensure that we complete the census and what impact it has in terms of the resources to our area, but also politically as well, how that affects our community. So we'll have a discussion on that particular topic as well in our next program. For now, and it's Allah Hafiz from me. Assalamu alaikum. I'll be back again. And Mubin Saab, thank you so much for joining me today. More information will be posted in the description, and the information for both of the panels will be added into the text of this particular broadcast. Thank you for watching.